Hello, my folks, and welcome back to my Subnautica documentary. Today we will talk about the ghost leviathan. Ghost leviathan juveniles are the immature forms of ghost leviathans. They measure at around 63% the size of a mature individual living within the crater, but despite this, they retain the same amount of health as their adult counterparts. However, juveniles deal 34.5% less damage. 3 ghost leviathan juveniles spawn on the map, all within the Lost River biome. Life cycle. The Tree Cove is currently the only known nesting ground of this leviathan species, although they are not present around the tree, with its massive glowing bulbs being their eggs, which are blue and purple. According to PDA scan entries, of the cove tree, the eggs were laid there when the tree was small, and the branches have grown around the eggs to protect them until conditions are right to hatch. The ghost leviathan's life cycle begins in the Lost River as juveniles. They consume the ghost rays and river prowlers and potentially other juveniles. As the leviathans mature and become too large for their home, they migrate to the open surface. World biomes such as the Grand Reef and Blood Kelp Zone, consuming ampeels and crab squids in the northern blood kelp, and shoals of fish and possibly even sea treader leviathans in the Grand Reef, until eventually migrating to the crater edge, roaming freely in the open water and constantly growing larger until they die. Despite being much smaller than the sea emperor leviathan, the ghost leviathan's eggs can be far larger, capable of growing to sizes far too large for the creature to lay, suggesting that the eggs can grow drastically after being laid. The ghost leviathan has a soft, bioluminescent, transparent outer membrane covering a muscular blue inner body, which features many darker blue stripes, 12 yellow bioluminescent eyes, as well as 6, possibly vestigial fins on the torso section. A small sail sits on top of the head, and 2 long structures protruding from either side of its head, which bear similarities to the cephalofoil of a hammerhead shark. It has a rectangular mouth with a glowing barbule lure beneath.
Bobby bitch with her Bobby cause I keep tagging her so she bald a bit. And I see the bread, I want all of it. And I want the grease, so I all of it. And
Its long body tapers to a point. The outer body is transparent, making the smaller inner body visible. The inner body is long and thin, and covered in pulsating bioluminescent orange stripes with many orange-tipped protrusions ending with blinking bioluminescent orange glows. Unlike the outer body, the inner body has a distinct thin neck joining the head and body. As the leviathan moves through the water, it leaves trails behind it. And this is how a ghost leviathan sounds.
Alone at the edge of a universe, humming a tune, or merely dreaming.
Hello again, bitch! You know, in the last documentary, I said I better go milk Pluto. But when I arrived at Pluto's house, B. Diddy was there. I was cooked.
Come here, Mickey. I'm not done with you.
Okay, Mickey. First, what the fuck are you doing here? And 2, leave me alone while I'm doing my documentary. Okay, guys, just ignore what happened now. Let's continue with the nearest destroyed life pod.
Keen, this is Aurora. Come in. This is Keen. Life pod detached to Cape Planet fall in 30 seconds. The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there. Understood, but they are your responsibility now. Don't let them down.
Captain, you need to evacuate.
Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent.
Captain!
Wow, that was literally tragic. So, Life Pod 19 is a destroyed life pod found in the deep sparse reef. It is the location of Second Officer Keene, who was forced to evacuate due to some form of damage to the pod. The logs indicate it was likely damaged on impact or by an aggressive creature. Though the sparse reef doesn't have many of the latter, players can find 2 abandoned PDAs at the location, which contain logs and data boxes. Probably, they were attacked by an adult ghost leviathan because the void where are a lot of ghost leviathan adults is next to the deep sparse reef, where they crashed. Look, there is a map. Pause the video if you need. Now, I will explain what bioluminescence means. Bioluminescence is a type of biological illumination, which is created by many flora species and the vast majority of fauna species on planet 4546b. Most bioluminescent life forms cannot generate light bright enough to significantly help the player with nighttime navigation. There is an example for bioluminescence creatures from Subnautica. For example, here is an ampeel. Next, we have a crab squid, hoverfish, cuttlefish, a ghost leviathan, a sea emperor, a cave crawler, a sea dragon, a reaper, a rock grub, and a warper. Now, the last thing I will show you in this video will be how a ghost leviathan destroyed my seamoth without getting a fucking bloody revenge.